This shake is incredible. You have to try it. It's so delicious. I'm gonna tell you how to make it. I'm not a huge breakfast person. The only time that I enjoy really big breakfasts are on vacation. I try to listen to my body and what it tells me, and when I wake up, I'm not starving for food. I like water, I like liquids. So that's why I make a shake. I start out with some organic spinach. I try to really pack it in there because the more greens that I can get out of the shake, the better. I'll put in my protein powder next, and the protein that I like to use is the Gold Standard whey protein from GNC. I like to put in fruits. I do organic mixed berry blend, and then I also do some pineapple because I love how pineapple helps with inflammation in the body. So I will put that in there. I then like to add some nuts and seeds. I use chia seeds and flax seeds. I put that in there, and then I also top it off with some organic walnuts. Then I'll go ahead and add a superfood green because superfood greens are really good to help build your immunity. Superfood greens are amazing to help you get the vitamins and minerals that you need in your diet. I go between two different super greens. I use the Teami superfood sometimes, and then sometimes I'll use the Amazing Grass superfood. Both are really good. The Teami one is a little bit sweeter, and Amazing Grass takes a little bit to get used to, but you're getting so many vitamins, so many minerals in one drink, and down the hatchet, like just do it. My milk of choice is Silk almond milk. I like that, it's a nice creamy base, and then I add some cold water on top. It does something, it adds something. Then I go ahead, put it in my blender. I use the Vitamix blender, best blender ever. And I blend it all together, and then there you have it. It's just like so fresh, and that's what I love about it. I have to, of course, thank the mastermind of this whole recipe, my health guru, Grandpa. Thank you for this recipe. In the thunder and rain. It's my happy dance. This is what I like to call my homemade kava bowls. Kava is the Chipotle of Mediterranean cuisine. That is straight directly from their website. You guys know the style of Chipotle, how they like serve you. Same thing, just Mediterranean style, and it is, eating out, of course, is expensive. And when you eat out, there's additional oils and salts that they put in foods that you don't necessarily have to do at home. So this is definitely a healthier option, but it tastes better than kava. What's all in this bowl? I like to start with a base, which is just mixed greens, chopped mixed greens. I like to chop them up really, really tiny. Not just spinach in those greens. It's a variety of different leafy greens so I can get that superfood base. I pop that in the bowl, and I add some cooked organic jasmine rice, just about half a cup, because too much rice just throws it off, and then it also makes you way too full, so you won't have enough room to fit all the other vegetables in. So the other vegetables that I like to put in this bowl are red pepper, chopped cucumber, red onion, and then some Greek olives. I love to chop up some Greek olives. I feel like the way that you season your chicken in this bowl, if you decide to put chicken in it, is key. What I like to do is I always pre-cook organic chicken breasts in my crock pot, and I do that every week. Now when I cook the chicken breasts in the crock pot, all I use is just a little bit of olive oil, some pink Himalayan salt, and some black pepper, and that is all that I use to put in the crock pot. Once the chicken is done, I pop it in the fridge and, you know, go about my week. Whenever I'm ready to make my kava bowl, I'll put some oil in a pan, and then I'll go ahead and put the chicken in there. As I allow the chicken to heat up, I will go ahead and add some cocoa aminos in the pan. This just gives it a nice, like, kind of sweet flavor. Then I go ahead and add the best seasoning ever. It's an organic harissa seasoning that is absolutely phenomenal. I love using it now on everything. One last thing that I do is I actually put diced jalapenos into my chicken. That is totally up to you. I like spicy things, so yes, I love adding jalapenos to everything, especially pickled jalapenos. It's one of my favorite things ever. After I've chopped up everything and prepped everything, I go ahead and start making my bowl, building the bowl, and that is the most fun part, to just put it all together. Then I like to add on top a dollop of some tzatziki, then finish it off with some nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast has so many health benefits. Check it out, look it up. And lastly, I do like to put on some lemon juice. If I don't have lemon juice, I'll do some kind of lemon dressing or something like that. So that's my lunch. I just realized I forgot to mention that throughout the day I've been snacking on stuff, and I didn't share with you guys what I've been snacking on. My absolute favorite snacks during the day is fruit. I love snacking on like little cuties, peaches. And then another thing that I like to have during the day is a kombucha, of course. Your kombucha girl. I have something really exciting because today's video is partly sponsored by Hum Kombucha. So happy that I've been able to work with them in this video. They have some awesome kombucha flavors. So if you have not already tried Hum Kombucha, you need to try it. They have some amazing flavors. One in particular that I'm obsessed with is the lemonade. I think it's strawberry lemonade flavor. And then the mango passion fruit. So delicious. It's just a great way to get in your probiotics. This really helps with gut health. Keeping your gut healthy is essential for you to stay healthy. Great source of natural energy. This particular one has B12 added into it to even boost you even more. Go ahead and check them out. I will link their information down below. You can find Hum Kombucha everywhere. When you pick them up, think of me. And if you don't like it, don't think of me. Excuse my hair. I went for a walk outside and it's very humid. I'm making the easiest dish ever. My take on the viral TikTok feta pasta. I don't know if you've heard about it, but I've made it a spicy feta pasta because you know your girl likes spicy. I have a couple modifications that I made to the original TikTok recipe because I tried the TikTok recipe. I was so disappointed. Honestly, I hated it. Instead of giving up, I want to learn to make this the best that I can because it's such an easy recipe and I believe that it can be super delicious. So I experimented with different cheeses because I was like, well, maybe it's the feta. No, it's the seasonings. You've got to put the right seasonings in it in order for it to taste phenomenal. This is how I prep it. I put some Roma tomatoes in there. I got like a mixture of different types of tomatoes this time because it's all they had at Sprouts, but I usually will put organic Roma tomatoes, take a block of feta, put the block of feta right in the center. I'm really particular about feta because this is gonna sound like the most bougiest sentence ever, but grease ruined me, okay? After you have that kind of feta, it's so hard to go back to the feta that we sell here in America that's made in America. I try to make sure I get feta cheese imported from Greece. It's not really much of a price difference, to be honest with you. You just have to check the label and make sure it says that it's made in Greece. Pop that in the pan and then I drizzle it with olive oil and then I start my seasoning. I like to start off with garlic salt. Then I go ahead and use some ground black pepper, onion powder, and I take some paprika. I add some oregano leaves, basil. I add some cayenne pepper. And then last, I use some crushed red pepper to give it that extra kick. Oh, that's not the last thing that I do. I actually chop up about 4 cloves of garlic and I put that on top. After that's all together, I go ahead and pop it in the oven and leave it in there for 30 minutes. And that's awesome because then I'll have time to prep the spaghetti. Another thing that I do that's really important, I feel like, is to season your pasta after you cook it. The kind of pasta that I use is the organic spaghetti from Sprouts. I pop that into the boiling pot and once it's ready to strain, put it in the pot and I go ahead and put on some olive oil, just a little bit of olive oil, not a lot, some garlic salt, and then add some shredded Parmesan cheese. Pop that in with the noodles and oh my goodness, you can just eat that by itself and it is so delicious. Once 30 minutes is up, I go ahead and take it out of the oven and I stir that bad boy until it's nice and creamy and all the tomatoes are nicely blended. Then I go ahead and add my pasta and voila. That is it. That's all you have to do. It's a great meatless recipe that you can have during the week that's easy, fast, and absolutely delicious. That's all I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful and inspiring. Let me know if you try any of the recipes out and if you love them as much as I do. I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy my pasta. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.